Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to another ramble. It is 3:20 a.m. on Friday, August 7th. This is a ramble for Thursday, August 6th. Okay, as I discussed in the ramble for Wednesday, which I put out earlier, at least I'm pretty sure I did. Thursday, August 6th was, okay, technically it wasn't, but it was. It was the first ramble in what I call season 2 of the rambles. And it is also the day that I officially, temporarily, hopefully, lost contact with my best friend. Now, I am going to talk about, what I did today, and I'm going to do that first. However, after I do that, I am going to just kind of talk about how this has been a whole year already and how I feel about things regarding my bestie and whatnot. So first, let's talk about what I did today. I woke up around 11:30, maybe 11. I don't remember exactly, but I never remember exactly, so you all should be used to that. But didn't get out of bed until about 12. It was a bit of a rush to get ready because I had work, so I got dressed, headed downstairs, had some breakfast, texted Lumi a little bit, and then I went to work. I worked until 5 today. Today was my last shift until late December, early January. So overall, work was not too hateful. It could have been better, could have been worse. I also love as soon as I started this, the ceiling started creaking because both my parents, who knows, are up and about and peeing and doing who knows what. So yeah, work wasn't too bad. I know there was an incident where a woman was very, very upset with a customer. She was complaining about how people were cutting her off, when she was walking with her cart, and she was on the phone complaining, and some guy yelled at her to get off the phone so people wouldn't cut her off, and then she yelled at him to go F himself, and it was I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. Aside from that, though, not a whole lot of note happened today at work. Came home, had some dinner, helped my mom exercise, and then I applied for graduation. And then I was out on the couch watching YouTube for a little bit. Then I was playing GTA Online. I did the Cup Rico heist. I scouted out again to get the new Panther statue. Or I guess it's not new, but it returned. And I was also giving the Quartz Center heist a go, but I messed up, and I decided we'll try again tomorrow with fresh energy and whatnot. Also, around 10, I briefly hopped on call with Lumi, and we played Guilty Gear for about an hour. I had a great time. I think she had fun too, like she said she did. So I am inclined to believe her. Also, I said this in the previous ramble, but I'll say it again here since it is officially today. Or Thursday. Is when it happened. I sent her a video link, and so she saw the channel, found it or whatever, and she subscribed, and so now we have 40 subscribers. That's very exciting. So she now knows about my content, and I have to hope I haven't said anything that would get me into any trouble. I don't think I did, but like I told her, I do these rambles, and unless they're rambles of note, i.e. this one or certain other ones, when I'm done, I don't typically remember a lot of what I said. So if she goes back and listens to something and she goes, you said this in this one, what's this mean? Blah, blah, blah. That might be a minute before I remember exactly what I said, which also reminds me, I need to continue the anime alphabet challenge. But anyway, so yeah, not a whole lot to note today, in terms of straight events and whatnot. But, also, I was chatting with someone online earlier, and they were talking about this thing they have called, Follow bracelet, spelled FAHLO or something, and it's a bracelet you can buy, and it tracks an animal in real life, which I think is really, really cool, especially because they have shark ones, and I kind of want to get one or two, because they have regular, I don't want to call them regular sharks, but they have regular shark ones, and they also have whale shark ones, and I kind of want to get one of each. I don't know, though, just the thought I had. Plus, like, they think, there's probably shipping, and I don't know how much shipping is, but, like, base price, they're, like, it's like $16, and that's before taxes, too, which, honestly, I thought it'd be a lot more, but who knows, maybe after shipping, I'll be saying something different. Okay, that is pretty much everything of note. So now, time to talk about how it's already been a year. Oh boy. Alright, so we're not even going to talk about the rambles that were up before the 6th that were deleted, because, I mean, they existed, but they're gone, so those don't count. We're starting freshly at the 6th. It has been a year already. For those of you who don't know, on the 6th of last year, I partook in a conversation. I'm not going to get into the details, just like I didn't back then. I partook in a conversation that basically ended in the unfortunate reality that I am currently not allowed to speak with my best friend. I'm holding on hope that inevitably or eventually or whatever word I want here, that will end. I will be able to talk with her again, and hopefully one day meet with her and hang out with her, and I don't know, just have fun. For reference, we were online friends. We've never met in person. But it's crazy how it's been a year. Now, I never script these. I never have. This one's not scripted. However, considering that I realized that this was today, I had certain things I wanted to say or mention or something. And I was trying to figure out the best way to go about it. You know, do I want to sit here and do I want to be sad and say that I miss my best friend more than anything else on this planet? Or do I want to sit here and try to be hopeful and try to be positive? Or do I want to sit here and be a mix of both and just be real? Well, I know for a fact that, I don't know if she still does, but I know she has in the past. She has seen these. So there's always a chance that she'll see this one. I'm going to go with option C. I'm going to talk about happy things that have happened since. I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling not so happily. I'm just gonna be real, and I'm just going to talk about it. I don't know how long we'll be here. Hopefully not, like, super duper long. I mean, then again, I could yap about my bestie for, like, days on end, I'm sure. But even still, I would like to go to bed at some point. It is almost 3:30 in the morning. Okay, so for the longest time, since the 6th, I would basically relive that day in my head over and over and over and over again, remembering every little detail, specifically about when I was told that I'm no longer allowed to talk with her, which completely, for the longest time, pretty much messed me up pretty bad. And it just, you know, it'd be like I'd be at school, and all of a sudden, relive it. I'd be hanging out, eating food, relive it. I'd be playing a game, relive it. I'd be, relive it. And I worked with I've talked with people online. I've talked with Athen, my therapist, and and she said, what kind of person do you want to be when she's back? Do you want her to do you want to have all these good things to tell her, or do you want her to come back and you say all these bad stuff and she just worries even more about you, and so on and so forth? And it's like, I want good things, but even still, I can't deny that it hurts not being able to hang out with her or talk to her or show her stuff that I do or ask her how she's doing or, whatever. It, like, for the longest time, it felt like, how do I put this? For the longest time, it felt like an open wound that would never close. Now it is a wound that is not fresh, but it is still not closed. It feels just as new as it did a year ago, unfortunately. However, to that extent, I say I just like my best friend that much. She was that important to me that regardless of how much time passes, it still feels like it was yesterday. On that note, though, it's not all bad. It's not all negative. Things have gotten, a little easier. I'm not, I don't relive it every day. I relive it sometimes, but not every day. So that's a positive. And I've played all sorts of fun games, and I've seen all sorts of fun shows, and I've started watching Avatar, which I'm still watching, and I have, much to my brain's dismay, because it never thought I would, I have made new connections with people, like Lumi, obviously, most recently. She has been a great help, and, I haven't really given her all these details, and if she happens to listen to this one, this will be interesting. Like I said, I haven't really given her any of the details on this situation. It just, she is one of the few people who is like, she doesn't even know. She's one of the few people that has like really helped me through this situation. Just like having someone that's like, oh, there's a day where I'm missing her, or I'm missing my bestie a lot, and it's like, I feel a little down because I'm missing her a lot. But then, she'll send me a text, like Lumi will, and she'll be like, hey, do you want to play Tekken or something? And then she'd kick my butt for like 2 hours, and then we'll play something else. And it's like, I still miss her, but I have something positive that's like trying to combat the negative emotions, because I'm allowed to miss her, but I can't let the negative emotions like eat me up like they did for many, many, many months. I feel like if my bestie is listening to this, I feel like some of this stuff might not sound the best out loud. And I'd hate to make her worry more than I possibly already have in the past. So if that's the case, I'm very sorry. I don't know. It's just like it's not all bad, I've what have I done? So I've made new connections, mainly Lumi, as of recent note, and I've made some less than good connections, but they still have their moments, I guess. And I've become more like accepting of myself and open about myself, and I have I've been able to buy things online more freely, like ways to express myself. I have like tons of thigh highs, and I've begun to buy like more clothing pieces and accessories, and I am like expressing myself like more freely when I talk to people. Okay, in person, and I'm still getting a little used to it. Not many people in person know that I'm trans, but that's another good thing. Like I'm slowly, even if it's slowly, I'm slowly getting more open and used to this kind of stuff. And like I'm getting new glasses, which is a positive because I don't really like my current ones. So hey, that's yet another way I get to express myself. And I had a conversation recently with my mom about, because we had the problem where she like said stuff she said, and that's family progress. That's a good thing. I don't know. I can't believe it's already been a year. I swear, sometimes I was like, it sounds like I'm talking about her like she's dead. I don't think she's not dead. She better not be that big. That would make me really, really sad. It's just, I don't know. I can't believe it. It's already. Like I said, it feels like yesterday that things went south, and then even still, it feels like yesterday that I'm remembering all the good days we had, where everything was like amazing and fun. And however, I admit, had things continued the way they were, I probably wouldn't have met Lumi, or who are other people I've met recently? Like the person who told me about the bracelet, what's his name? Onyx. He's cool. Who else? I'm thinking of more people, but they don't have names. There was one guy, his name was Ghost. Ghost was cool. I haven't really talked to him recently, though. In my defense, though, he kind of stopped texting. Like I would text first a lot of days, and one day I decided to see if he would text first, and he doesn't do that. So I guess it's kind of on both of us. Why that one's kind of done. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's like I'll admit, it sucks, and I miss her a lot. But I've made new connections in the process, and I've tried new things. Like today, I tried a peach, and it was good. Like that's the first fruit I've liked in a really, really, really long time. So it's also probably really random here, but like I'm just trying to think positives. I guess I feel like I'm going in circles and I'm probably repeating myself a bunch, but I'm allowed to do that. This is my thing. So all in all, in conclusion, it sucks, and I miss her a lot, and I hope she's doing really well, and I hope she is having like time of her life right now. And I hope that she also wants to still reconnect with me eventually, whenever that is, if it ever happens. Because I miss her, and I still consider her my best friend in this whole world, and I don't think that'll ever change. I don't know. like I remember when I told her that like my dream in the world is to get married, and she was like, "I'm gonna be your wingman." I think that's what she said. Like, I'm still waiting on that. Where's my wingman at? I can't have that dream completed without my wingman. Sorry, that was random. I don't know. That conversation was funny. Yeah, because she was gonna find me the perfect partner or whatever or something. After my numerous failed attempts of doing that myself. I don't know. I'm sorry. I got a little off track. The point is, I miss her a lot, and I hope things eventually can go back. Not go back, but can go to a version of the way things, like where we're able to like go like talk and hang out and like do stuff. But at the same time, even though I miss her a lot, and it hurts some days more than others, that she's gone. Not gone. That sounds dead. Just temporarily unavailable. Let's do that. I know that I have good things going on too. I have fun games to play. I have Lumi. I have other friends I'm making online whose names I'm blanking on. Her name's just sticking out because I was actively like just talking with her a little bit ago, and I've been talking to her a lot recently. And I have fun shows I'm watching, and I have the food I'm trying, and I have like the stuff I'm going and doing. So even though it hurts and it's allowed to hurt, I'm not letting it eat me. I'm surviving. I'm still here. And also I have all of you. I have 40 of you, which is a lot of people. If you think about it, like imagine you and 40 people in a room who all know you. And I have this online diary journal therapy thing that has been more beneficial than I thought it would. Originally I started this, and I've said this before. Originally I started this for my bestie as a way for her to keep track of, or not keep track of, but as a way for her to check in and see if if she wants to see how I'm doing and what I'm up to, which it still is. But now it's like I think it's also kind of gone beyond that a little bit, and it's also kind of like its own thing. It's like a way that I can kind of let the things out that I don't say out loud a lot. I keep bottled up. It's a way that I can let things out, even a little bit, because I know sometimes not everything comes out, but it's it's something, and you all are always very, very supportive, and I don't know, so I'm thankful to all of you, and to all the new connections I've made, and all the experiences I've had, and I'm thankful for my bestie, for being in my life, and being my bestie, and being someone that I feel so strongly about that all of this even started. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. As always, if you liked what you're listening to, hit like, leave feedback, and leave comments below. Subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. And as always, don't forget, your support means the world to me. It seriously does. I love you all so much, and most importantly, I'm just my bestie. Whether anyone else, anything else in the entire world, I can't wait to talk to her again, hang out with her, find out what she's been up to, how she's doing, how things are going. And I can't wait to keep doing this, to keep talking to you all, keep you all updated, see how things are going. I don't expect this to get any easier as time goes on. correction. I don't expect this to ever go away until things are, completely back to, completely fixed. I don't expect to wake up one day like this and everything just be like hunky-dory, like perfect, amazing. But good news is not everything is as bad as my brain likes to make me think. I have things. I have positive influences and impacts that have helped me through this very tough time. And even though it's still tough, it's not as tough as it was. And I know that I'll get through it. So that one day when I do get to talk to her again or whatever, I'll have lots of positive things to tell her. That hopefully she'll be proud of me for not being mega negative like usual. But I'll be back later today with Friday's Ramble. Until then, thank you all if you listened this far. This ramble has been very special to me. But I will be back later. Until then, bye.